Danny Acosta for Fight Magazine here with UFC welterweight and fan favorite Chris Lytle. Chris, you're fighting Matt Brown at UFC 116 here in Las Vegas. You've fought him before. Can you run us through the first fight?
Yeah, the first fight it was kind of hometown fight, out of the UFC for one. I just asked if I could be out my contract for one fight, and they let me fight. They gave me I got an opponent, Matt Brown, and didn't know much about him. I just thought he was kind of a Midwest guy with a decent record. I went in and fought him. I didn't really take him too serious, and he really impressed me. I was like, oh man, this guy, he came to win. He came after me, so it was a surprising fight. I was able to submit him in the second round, but I really was like, man, this guy's pretty good, and just watching his career since then, he's done really well. So.
What about you? What about him surprised you in that fight, and also what changes have you seen in his game since then, leading up to this fight?
Just the way he came after me like most people don't. I think they know that I'm a pretty dangerous striker, and he didn't care about that at all. He came after me, and I was usually expecting a guy with a decent record from the Midwest just to kind of be an easy fight, and it wasn't. And just watching him since, and he's definitely matured as a fighter. He's gotten better at. Just dealing with the pressure of a big fight, and that's a huge deal, just being able to do that at the UFC level, and he's done it. So he brings it every time, and I like that.
Do you intentionally try to deceive your opponents? Because last fight you dove and you got a submission, and everyone thinks you're going to stand there and bang with them, but you do have your submission game.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, but, that really wasn't my intention to fight at all. I don't really go out there with the plan, I'm going to try a knee bar. It just, I try and train at all aspects of the game, and whatever happens, happens. He gave me the knee bar by the way he was fighting. He was trying to get my back, and it was right there. I took it. So, I don't really go out there saying I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. I just kind of let the fight come to me. Whatever I see, I'm taking. And if it's there this fight, I'm going to do the same thing. But if he's right there asking to be punched, I'm going to hit him. So it all depends what he gives me.
Matt Brown has made it a point to say he's going to be the first person to stop Chris Lytle. How do you feel about that?
I've heard it before, and in my opinion, the next fight I'm going to hear it again. Next guy's going to be saying I'm going to be the first one to stop him. So he said that. That's what I want from him. I want him to have that attitude. I want him coming after me, trying to take me out. That's why I was excited about this fight. And I don't think he's going to do it, but I hope he tries.
Do you ever get sick of winning fight of the night?
Not yet, man. I hope to have that problem one day. Be like, I just don't even want it. But I don't go out there with the mindset I want to win the fight of the night. I go out there with this, the intention. I'm gonna try and stop this guy. I'm gonna try and hurt him. I'm trying to hit him as hard as I can, as often as I can. And if I'm able to do that and I don't knock him out, usually it's a great fight. So it's fight of the night. So I don't know. I'm just going out there with bad intentions, and hopefully good things will happen.
What can fans expect from you at UFC 116?
They're going to expect, like I'm saying, either somebody's getting knocked out or the best fight they've seen tonight. So one of those two. It's going to be good.
Chris Lytle.